Advancements in science and technology bring about dramatic changes in all areas of social life every day. As fundamental sciences, standardization, metrology, and quality activities are considered to be core of development of a country. In Vietnam, promoting standardization, metrology, and quality activities is a key strategy in accelerating the country's scientific, technological, and socio-economic development. Established in 1962, formerly known as the Institute of Metrology and Standards of the State Science and Technology Committee, the functions, authorities, and organizational structure of the Directorate for Standards, Metrology and Quality, STAMEQ, are directly decided by the Prime Minister to be an agency under the Ministry of Science and Technology, performing state management on standards, metrology, and quality for goods and products. More importantly, STAMEQ is also a leading agency in researching, advising, and developing laws, decrees, and circulars in standardization, metrology, and quality to periodically meet the requirements of Vietnam's socio-economic development, at the same time guiding locals, organizations, and individuals in implementing promulgated legal documents. With more than 1,700 qualified employees and 23 affiliated organizations and departments, STAMEQ concurrently carries out two functions: the state management by the office and relevant departments, and the conformity assessments, technical services, and researches by different institutes and centers. These activities are conducted in consistency with the law on standards and technical regulations, the law on metrology, and the law on product quality, as well as other legislation. STAMEQ has established a system of state management agencies on standards, metrology, and quality from central to local level, with a network of sub-departments for standards, metrology, and quality under the Departments of Science and Technology of 63 provinces and cities in Vietnam. STAMEQ carries out the planning, formulating, appraising, and submitting of national standards and technical regulations for publication and guidance on the application. The standards and technical regulations are consistent with the Vietnamese market, while simultaneously in line with commitments of the WTO TBT agreement and the New Generation Free Trade Agreements, FTAs, that Vietnam is a member of. STAMEQ is the agency formulating and guiding implementation of metrology law, and its subordinate documents with activities of maintaining and tracing, from national measurement standards to lower accuracy standards of ministries, localities, and organizations in verification, calibration to ensure consistency, reliability, and accuracy of industrial measurements and controlling technological parameters in production. Verification, calibration, and testing activities meet the needs of measurement assurance and trade, goods delivery, market surveillance, import and export, serving mutual recognition of measurement results. Testing and type approval of measuring instruments is managed by STAMEQ in accordance with international practices. Based on the law on product and goods quality and its subordinate legislation promulgated by the government, most other ministries and agencies, STAMEQ has implemented consistently the management of product and goods quality and conformity assessment to help reduce counterfeit and fake goods, to ensure fairness and fair competition in production and business activities, to promote the international integration of Vietnam's products. STAMEQ is not only the key agency in raising the productivity and quality of Vietnam's goods and products, but also the research and policy agency in improving labor productivity in the economy, industries, localities, and enterprises, as well as implementing programs issued by the government to improve productivity and the quality of Vietnamese goods and products. STAMEQ annually hosts the National Quality Award, which is a prestigious award bestowed by the Prime Minister in order to honor excellent enterprises on productivity, quality, and business excellences. STAMEQ is the focal point for developing, implementing, issuing, and managing the national barcode and numbering system for products and goods in the market of Vietnam. It provides information and traceability of products and goods, creating transparency in production, preventing counterfeit and fake goods, protecting consumers' interests, and supporting production for enterprises. In particular, STAMEQ promotes the application of GS1 standards in traceability and researches, as well as application barcode and numbering technologies into priority fields such as healthcare, logistics, and aviation. In order to carry out activities of standardization, metrology, and quality reliably and professionally in line with international requirements, STAMEQ has been equipped with modern technology facilities, including laboratories and working rooms for testing and calibration, meeting the requirements of international and regional standards. STAMEQ is the representative agency of Vietnam in 14 international and regional organizations on standards, metrology, productivity, quality, and barcodes, such as ISO, IEC, PASC, ACCSQ, APEC or SCSC, OIML, CGPN, APNP, APLMF, APO, GS1, and currently maintains regular bilateral cooperation with more than 30 foreign organizations around the world. With the active participation of STAMEQ in the international and regional organizations and the effective cooperation with partners all over the world, we continue to share and learn experiences from our counterpart agencies in the world. We are doing our best to facilitate the international trade through harmonization of standards and technical regulations and mutual recognition arrangements. With our important contributions in the areas of standardization, metrology and quality to the socio-economic development in Vietnam since its establishment, STAMEQ has many times received honorable appreciation by the presidents of Vietnam, prime ministers of Vietnam and the government.